Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of building the Morak Refinery from the Mandalorian Season 2 in LEGO.
This is the way.
Today I'm going to be showing you all of the minifigures that I'm using for this series, as well as a shipment that just came in from Etsy. I've actually already built all the figures, but I'm recording this part afterwards. Here's a little sneak peek. This is it's one of the dudes. But first, let me show you all of the minifigures that I already have hand-picked out from my own collection that are gonna go into this mock. So, I've got a couple different trooper variants. These are just gonna be the dudes inside the refinery. I've also got several pirates. I've used a few different designs for them. Here's one dude, and here's the other guys. I won't be using this Boba Fett minifigure because I actually ordered a different version, which is a lot more detailed. I'll definitely be using that guy. But I'm actually not sure if I'll be using that guy either because Boba Fett technically isn't in the scene. He's aboard the Slave One, which is his ship, and I don't have the ship, so maybe I'll include him as a little Easter egg. Who knows? Also got Fennec Shand, who is from the Mandalorian Season 1 as well. She's the person who, in the episode... And I've got Cara Dune with a custom blaster. The blaster for Fennec Shand was also a custom blaster. And finally, you got Mayfeld, who's going to be getting a different and better suit, I guess. I'm going to be replacing it with this guy from the new shipment. Now let's actually take a look at the new shipment, because there's a ton of cool stuff in there. So I just got these awesome minifigures from Etsy. There's a ton of Mandalorian figures. There's an Ahsoka, a couple of Shadow Troopers, just a bunch of different stuff, and not all of these guys are actually for the mock. Some of them I just got for fun, some of them I'm planning to use in future mocks. Let's take a look at how they are, because they're not LEGO, they're not made by LEGO. I'm pretty sure they're either like handmade or made by a third party, but they look really good so far. Here we have an Ahsoka minifigure. This part is a bit loose, the legs are really sturdy, the head is a bit more loose, but it does feel... Dang, it looks really good too. This honestly feels really nice. I mean, it's definitely not going to have the exact same qualities of a LEGO minifigure because it's not made by LEGO. But yeah, honestly, really, really nice figure. As you can see, it's not fitting absolutely perfectly. There's a slight gap in between the feet and the stand, but that's fine. I can definitely deal with that. I'm sure it's going to be there's going to be some imperfections everywhere because it's not made by LEGO. Okay, Boba Fett looks insane. I think they're all gonna have the slight problem where they don't fit perfectly onto studs. As you can see, there's a slight little problemo here. But honestly, it's fine, because who even stands their minifigures up like this anyways? I mean, if you're displaying them, yeah, but if you're using them in a mock, then they're gonna be in some sort of stance where it's not like this. Honestly, can totally deal with this, totally fine. Great figure. Thumbs up. So this is the Shadow Trooper that I ordered. I have a couple more of them in the bags. But I'm just going to take off his head and replace it with the one that I painted. I actually completely forgot to mention this. I painted a LEGO Shore Trooper helmet dark gray, and this is the helmet I'll be giving Mando because in order to get into the refinery, Mando and Mayfeld had to beat up some guys with this kind of armor, and then they took the armor, and then they kept it. It's basically a Shore Trooper in dark gray. So I decided to paint this helmet and then order some Shadow Trooper minifigures for the torso and leg pieces. I actually painted this before I could see if the colors match up. That was a bit of a mistake. But you know what? That honestly looks pretty good. I think the colors match up pretty nicely. And bada boom, bada bang, we got one of the Refinery Troopers. Nice. Now, here's a final look at all of the minifigures that I ordered. They have amazing quality. The shipments actually arrived before they were scheduled to arrive, so that was pretty neat. And these guys were pretty affordable as well. This was my first time ordering LEGO-compatible stuff from Etsy, and I've had a great experience so far. So if you're looking to buy some custom LEGO-compatible minifigures, definitely go check out Dell's Bricks on Etsy, because he supplied me with all these great figs. And if you're looking to buy anything else LEGO-related, I would highly recommend Etsy if you're looking for something that's maybe secondhand or made by a third party instead of something that's brand new. 10 out of 10. The funny thing is that out of all of these minifigs, I'm only going to be using about 3 or 4. Okay, so out of all of them, I'll only be using these 5, and as I mentioned before, the Boba Fett may not even be included. I'm actually not sure if this minifigure is supposed to be Mando, like as in the Mandalorian, because I got the pack, and I do know for sure that the Boba Fett one is Boba Fett, but I'm not actually sure if the other ones are supposed to be a specific character. I'll definitely try and fashion some sort of Mando fig. I've got a ton of other ones that I can use and make a combination of all this different armor and torsos and stuff like that. Then I've got these guys, the Shadow Troopers, which are once again going to be acting as the Refinery Troopers, and a Stormtrooper, because there's Stormtroopers in the Refinery. Definitely going to be using some of the custom blasters from the other characters, because they are just too good not to use. But like I mentioned before, I'm definitely going to be using these guys in future mocks, as well as just, keeping them on display because they look awesome. Here's a little sketch of where all the minifigs in the mock are going to go. So basically, this is the bridge section that's going to lead from the terrain over here to the mining refinery, which is going to be up there somewhere. Now in the middle, you've got the Juggernaut vehicle, which is the one that Mando and Mayfeld hijack in order to sneak in. And Mayfeld's going to be on the inside steering it, and Mando's going to be on top of it fighting all the pirates, which will be in these separate little ships behind them. Then right up there are going to be the Stormtroopers. They're going to be coming out of the refinery, coming to help Mando and Mayfeld, because they don't know that they're Mando and Mayfeld. They think that they're just, some bros, some fellow Stormtrooper bros who are in trouble. Anyways, there's also going to be Cara Dune and Fennec Shand. I haven't found a spot for them yet, but they're just going to kind of be somewhere out in the scene, waiting, watching, because that's kind of what they do. And Boba Fett is still to be determined. But yeah, that's where all the minifigs are going to go. Hopefully you guys have a better sense of what this build is going to look like with all of the minifigures. And that concludes the first episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Do remember that this is a building series, so more episodes will be coming out very, very soon. And let me know down below in the comment section what you guys thought of this different type of video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.